what's a parting word? What's something you would want to say to a new leader? So let's say you're somebody that's promoting a leader into a position,
Mhm.
or to someone who is getting promoted into a leadership position, and they feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready. I have no idea how I'm going to do
Yeah.
this. What advice would you give to that new leader?
Well, going back to our theme about talking, it's really having that conversation with the person that is putting their faith in you, right? If you're being promoted and there's a leader that's doing that, advocating for you, and you're going to be reporting into them, and really making sure that all of your expectations are set out there and explicit along with theirs. There are some really great tools in this book that can help you have that conversation. There's a whole engagement and alignment guide at the end that actually has questions that you can ask, and you can not only once, but even a month later, or a quarter later, or 6 months later, or a year later, review them, because things can change. So being very, very clear on what the goals and expectations are of you, knowing what support is available to you, how can you be ready, how often can you meet, how often can you communicate, how do you communicate with them when there's a challenge or an obstacle, a roadblock that you need to overcome that neither of you have forecasted. Just making sure that those lines of communication are open, and that the trust is there, and that you both want the same thing. You both want success out of this. You're being put into this role, and really to figure out exactly how to be successful, not alone, but by engaging. And this is true for every type, engaging your entire team and not thinking that it's all on you.
That is a great way. And the book is called Explicit Expectations. Thank you for holding it up. But for those of you that hadn't seen it, it's on the screen right now. I'm assuming it's available on Amazon, because that's where I found it. So
It is.
if you're looking for this book, I think that is so key, Karl. Let's look at those explicit expectations. Get that person, get your manager on the phone, and I think you set those explicit expectations by having a conversation. The conversations are truly, truly important.